And the Indian Sports Network is on the air. Good evening, everyone. This is Kenny Masterson coming to you live from Clopton High School in Pike County. Tonight's game is going to be between the Van Far Indians and your Elsberry Indians. This is a second round game in this tournament for the boys. And tonight we're going to be pitting the 5-5 Elsberry. They're seeded second in this tournament versus Van Far. They're seeded third. I do not have their record, so I'm not really sure how many wins and losses they have. But I do know that back in December, Elsberry and Van Far, the same two teams, met, and Van Far walked away with a 73-59 victory. So with that being said, with Elsberry being seated ahead of Van Far, then I would say this is going to be a pretty evenly matched game. I know I've said that on others that were blowouts. But the way that these two teams got to where they are right now, like I said, this is the second round. And Van Far, in the opening game on New Year's Day, they defeated Louisiana by a score of 64-29. And that same day, Elsberry defeated Wright City by a score of 60-52. Now, just a few minutes ago, we finished watching a game between Monroe City and Winfield, and it was pretty much a blowout. Final score on that was like 60-30. And so Monroe City will go on to play the first place, the championship game, and that'll be Saturday at 7 p.m. And they will play the winner of this game, either Elsberry or Van Far. And the loser of this game will play Winfield for a third place. That'll be at 5:30 Saturday. Let's hope that we're in the 7 o'clock game. But I do have to say, Monroe City is a very, very good team. So, let's just get right into the Van Far Indians roster. The roster that I have is number 0, a junior, Verdell Johnson. Number 4, a junior, Colin Wilburn. Number 10, a senior, Caden Wilburn. Number 14, a junior, Julian Holtkamp. Number 20, a senior, Verlin Johnson. Number 21, a senior, Dillian Miner. Number 22, a junior, Sam Middletown. Number 24, a junior, Aiden Lawrence. Number 30, a senior, Riley Colwell. Number 34, a senior, Trey Miller. Number 35, a junior, Riley Hansen. And number 40, a junior, Morgan Slatton. Van Far is coached by Pat Conaway and Brett Reading. And now for your hometown Elsberry Indians, we have number 1, a junior, Cody Thornhill. Number 3, a freshman, Jack St. Pierre. Number 11, a senior, Hunter Grills. Number 12, a senior, Derek Taylor. Number 20, a freshman, Joel Mound. Number 24, a junior, Jake Reimel. Number 44, a senior, Garrick Hill. Number 50, a freshman, Bo Henry. And number 54, a senior, Trevor Anthony. Elsberry is coached by Chad Twellman, assisted by Andrew Hopkins. And the team managers, Mackenzie Johnson, Lauren Eberhardt, and Jada Irving. And like I said last night, I had someone wanting me to recognize the cheerleaders because they are here for every game, girls and boys both. And so I will run over the list of the cheerleaders. We have Emily Bangy, Olivia Dietrich, Cameron Houston, Gracie Mahurin, or however I should pronounce that, Jamie Richards, Julia Vaughn, Taylor Barber, Garrett Hall, Kara Rose King, Mackenzie Manieri. Wow, somebody correct me on that one, please. Madison Steen, Cassidy Young, Jade Cooper, Megan Henry, Haley King, Megan Moyer, and Brittany Taubig. Cheer coaches are Carrie Braden and Faye Mays. So we have about 2.5 minutes to go until the opening tip-off, and they'll be doing well, they're coming in right now to do the starting five, and I believe they'll probably do the national anthem. Let's see if we can get a commercial in here real quick.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
All right, we are back. And I would say at this point in time, we're getting ready to do the national anthem. I could be wrong, but it kind of looks like that's what we're going to do. If nothing else, we'll do the starting lineups.
Welcome to tonight's last semifinal game, the away Vanfar Indians versus your home Elsberry.
Looks like we're going to do the starting lineups. Starting for Van Far, number 22, Sam Middletown. Number 10, Caden Wilburn. Number 34, Trey Miller. Number 4, Colin Wilburn. And number 20, Verlin Johnson. And now for the Elsberry Indians. Number 11, Hunter Grills. Number 12, Derek Taylor. Number 24, Jake Reimel. Number 44, Garrick Hill. Number 54, Trevor Anthony. And Elsberry will be in their white uniforms. They are the home team this game. Looks like we're going to have Trevor Anthony jumping for Elsberry. And he's going to be jumping against Verlin Johnson. And the ball goes over to Elsberry. Jake Rhyme will run it on the outside, and an errant pass threw the ball away. So now we have Van Far bringing it up the court. There's about a 10-foot shot. Did not fall in. Trevor Anthony for the layup, and he stuffed it in. Elsberry with the first 2 points of the game. Impressive move. So Van Far keeping it on the outside. They drive it in. Oh, and there was Anthony putting on a clinic for tonight. That ball didn't get a foot out of the shooter's hand. Three-point attempt. No good. And the rebound up that was Verlin Johnson with the rebound, and he puts it up and in. Tide score 2-2. The ball is stolen by Van Far, and they run it in. Could not get the ball to drop on the layup, but they did draw the foul. That foul is on. That foul is on Derek Taylor. It's his first. That's the first foul of the game. Should be for 2 shots. First one off the front of the rim, no good. Second shot is good. With that, Van Far takes the lead, 3-2. And here we have Derek Taylor bringing it up the court. He looked like he was going to drive it on in, but he passed out to Jake Reimel. 3-pointer from the baseline. And the ball is stolen by Hunter Grills. Layup is no good. But Trevor Anthony with the rebound. Get the ball back out to Derek Taylor on the perimeter. Now Hunter Grills has it, tries to run. Now here's Trevor Anthony with the pass down low. He's up and would not drop for him. That ball was rebounded by Trey Miller, and he draws a foul. Van Far drives it in, and there's a lot of fighting for the ball, and that's going to go over to Van Far. So far, this has been a fast-paced, exciting game. I realize we're only a couple of minutes into it. All right, and on that ensuing scrum, the ball goes out of bounds to Elsberry. I may have to put my camera up a little bit higher. Jake Reimel taking it up the court. Oh, he was going to go on in, and he decided against it. Garrick Hill has it. He takes it in, and his ball would not drop. But he's got it back over to Derek Taylor. That ball wouldn't drop. Van Far gets the ball down low, and theirs does go in from underneath. That ties the score at 5. Jake Reimel coming up the court, was coming up the court quick. Decided to slow it down, mainly because of the press that he was facing. Garrick Hill would like to get it inside. There's Derek Taylor from right underneath the basket. Gets it outside to Jake Reimel for 3. And it's good. Jake Reimel perfect tonight from three-point land. Oh, there was a pretty play right there. Van Far knew what they were doing. That was Verdell Johnson right underneath and all alone. That ball was tipped out by Van Far, stays with Elsberry. Get the ball into Derek Taylor, I'm sorry. Too many names out here. They tried to get it into Garrick Hill. He drives on in, and his shot would not fall. And he draws. Does he get the basket? He draws the foul. Nope, does not get the shot. He finally got one to go in, and it didn't count. So Elsberry out on the perimeter with it. There's Derek Taylor, gets it low to Anthony. He gets it back, and Derek Taylor's three-pointer is good. That's at least 3 3-pointers for Elsberry tonight. And there was Joel Mound going up strong, and he got fouled. And there's Garrick Hill, takes the inbound pass, and he's going on in. Cannot get it to drop. But he should be going to the line with 2 shots. All right, Garrick Hill is not getting his inside shots to fall. Let's see if he can get his free throws to fall in. First shot is up, and it's good. There's Jack St. Pierre coming in and Derek Taylor sitting down. Second shot is up and it rolls in. Took about 30 seconds, but it went in. That makes the score 13-7, 3:10 left in the first quarter. That pass was broken up by Elsberry, but Van Far gets it back. There's a shot from 10 feet away by Trey Miller, and it's good. Garrick Hill bringing it up the court. And he misdribbled it. Van Far got it, and Jake Reimel fouled him. That's his second foul, still in the first quarter. Very tenuous 4-point lead for Elsberry at this time. And Garrick Miller just stole that one right away from him. And here goes Joel Mound. And he's fouled on the layup. Shot was no good, but he'll be going to the line with 2 shots. And that foul was on Riley Hansen. That is his first. First shot is no good off the front of the rim. Second shot off the front of the rim, no good. Van Far up with the rebound. They're keeping it out on the perimeter right now, trying to find somebody down low. And Van Far messed up the dribble. Now here we go to Trevor Anthony. Back to Garrick Hill. Joel Mound with it, looking for somebody to pass to. Got Bo Henry out there now also. Oh, and Garrick Hill was called for traveling. So with 1:42 remaining in the first quarter, score is 13-9. Van Far with the ball. Van Far drove it in and drew a foul. The fans sitting around me are pretty sure that was an offensive foul. I don't disagree with him. First shot is up, and it's good. That is Trey Miller at the line. And the second shot is no good, and Bo Henry up with the rebound. Jack St. Pierre taking it up the court. Over to Derek Taylor. Trevor Anthony with it, and he's back to Jack St. Pierre. There's Bo Henry. He was going to take it right on in, but he lost the handle on the ball. Goes out of bounds to Van Far, and they bring it up the court. They've got it down underneath. Yep, there they got it. Jack St. Pierre taking it up. Van Far's got a press on right now. Elsberry seems to be getting through it okay, but now they got to do something. Got to do something with the ball besides that. Just threw it right into the arms of the Van Far player. Fortunately, he fumbled it, and it comes back to Elsberry. So Joel Mound's going to be throwing it in to Garrick Hill. And Derek Taylor throws it back out to Trevor Anthony, and I believe that was the first three-pointer that was missed tonight by Elsberry. And there, Garrick Hill gets his layup. And Verdell Johnson took the ball in strong and drew a foul. He'll be at the line for 2 shots. Into the first quarter, I'm going to try to adjust his camera a little bit. And first shot is off the front of the rim. Second shot is up and rolls out. And I don't like to criticize referees too much on the air, but that looked like a pretty bad call. But either way, Van Far has the ball. And that is the end of the first quarter. The score: the Elsberry Indians 15 and the Van Far Indians 12. So let's take a break.
Here at People our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders.
And we are back for the second quarter. And with an adjusted camera, so the fans in front of me can stand up and not get in the way. But now I've got to reach up real high for the camera. In the meantime, Van Far has it on the perimeter, trying to drive in. So far, they haven't found a lane. They take it in, and shots would not fall, but they're getting their own offensive rebounds. And there was a good shot there. Who was that? That was 34. That was Trey Miller. And we had a foul called there on Caden Wilburn. I made the mistake of looking down at something, and I missed that completely. Meanwhile, Derek Taylor, long pass over to, there's Garrick Hill with 2 points from underneath. Oh, good play there by Van Far. Absolutely beautiful play. Verlin Johnson right underneath the basket all alone. A lot of fouls being called in this game. It's the way it is sometimes. Some games they let them play, some games they call everything. This is one of those where they're calling everything. They don't always get it right, but they're calling everything. That foul was on Trey Miller. That's his second. There was Garrick Hill inside. Got away with an elbow and got the 2 points in. And Elsberry with some pretty tough defense down on this end. Oh, there was Verdell Johnson going in, and now got a long pass for Elsberry that was stolen by Van Far. Oh, and there was Jake Reimel called with another foul, and it was on a three-point shot. That's Reimel's third foul already in this game. 5:43 remaining in the first half. So we have Verdell Johnson at the line with 3 free throws. First one's off the front of the rim, no good. Second one is good. That ties the score at 19. And we have Jack St. Pierre in there now for Jake Reimel. Third shot is up, and it's good. And with that, Van Far takes the lead, 20-19. Derek Taylor bringing it up to Trevor Anthony. Cross-court pass to Derek Taylor. He thought about a three-pointer and decided against it. Now Jack St. Pierre was driving in on the lane, and I'm not really sure what they called there. Okay, fan just told me that they called an out of bounds on him. I guess his foot or the ball touched the line. There's the three-pointer, no good. Garrick Hill with the rebound. And throws the ball away. That's the little mistakes that will kill you in a game. That's just giving them a chance for extra points that they don't deserve. But I do have to give Van Far credit. They are playing great also. This is a good game. Here's a three-point attempt. No good. And the rebound goes to Jack St. Pierre. He brings it up the court slow. This has been a pretty fast-paced game so far. Elsberry's wanting to slow it up a little bit right now. There's Trevor Anthony with the ball on the outside. Derek Taylor. They get the ball inside to Garrick Hill, and he loses the handle on the ball right in the lane. All he had to do was turn around and take a shot. There's a three-pointer. That was Caden Wilburn. And Winfield calls a timeout. Let's take a break.
These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around.
And we are back. And the ball is stolen again, and the points are good. That makes the score 25-19. Elsberry needs to settle down. There's Bo Henry underneath with his 2 points. Garrick Hill stuffed him as he tried to go in, and it looked like a little bit of injury to his eye. He's holding his eye. But he's staying in the game. There's a three-pointer by Joel Mound, and it's no good. Van Far up with the rebound. Layup is no good, but he does draw the foul. That foul should be on Jack St. Pierre. And it is. That's his first foul of the game. First shot is up and rolls out. Second shot is up and it's good. Makes the score 26-21. Van Far over Elsberry. Trevor Anthony with the ball. He pulls up his dribble and throws it away. Elsberry has really gotten very sloppy in this second quarter. Van Far is not outplaying him in a sense of skill. They're just playing a tighter game. Van Far definitely keeping it on the outside. They're having trouble driving underneath, but I've seen them have so many plays where they get that ball right underneath exactly where they want it. There's a three-point shot, no good, and Bo Henry's up with the rebound. There's another three-pointer, and it's good. That was Sam Middletown with the three-point shot. Derek Taylor bringing it up the court. Gets it over to Trevor Anthony, and his shot does not go in. He gets his own rebound, puts it up, no good, but he does draw the foul. Trevor Anthony on the line with 2 shots. First one is up and bounces out. Free throws are so very important. We have Hunter Grills coming in the game for Joel Mound. And Garrick Hill's back in for Jack St. Pierre. Trevor Anthony with the second shot. Second shot rolls in. 29-22, 153 remaining in the first half. Looked like it was going to be a long three-pointer, but he held it up, got it to the free throw line. Here's a three-point shot. No good. And that ball went back to Van Far, but they threw it away. Looks like they're taking lessons from the way Elsberry's been playing this second quarter. Here's Derek Taylor, picks up the ball to pass and travels. That sends the ball right back to Van Far. That's what I was talking about on the sloppy play. And Derek Taylor broke that one up, but it went out of bounds. Still Van Far's ball. There's a three-point shot by Van Far, no good, and Trevor Anthony up with the rebound. Now let's get the ball up the court. And Garrick Hill had that pass tipped, but they called it out for Van Far's favor anyway. And getting the ball down low, that was Garrick Hill with the foul. That might be his first. Yeah, his first foul. That puts Verlin Johnson at the line for 2 shots. First shot is up and good. Now I guess that was a 1-and-1. Either way, he got it. So he's getting 2 shots. Second shot is no good. Bo Henry up with the rebound. He gets the ball to Garrick Hill, down court pass. And Hunter Grills could not get the ball to go in. If you don't hit your shots from underneath and you don't hit your free throws, then you're not doing everything right. Meanwhile, out of bounds, geez. Timeout called by Van Far. There's 21.6 seconds remaining in the first half. The score is 30-22 in favor of Van Far. This was a very, very even game until the second quarter when Elsberry just started playing as sloppy as you can get. And they've given Van Far those 8 points. At the same time, I don't want to take anything away from Van Far. They have a good team. But Elsberry's just as good. So 21.6 seconds remaining in the first half, and Van Far with the ball. Elsberry with a somewhat of a press. Double teaming. Anytime you're double teaming, though, that leaves somebody open. And that ball bounced around with several players, and when it went out of bounds, they determined it went out off of Elsberry. Stays Van Far's ball. 2.7 seconds remaining in the first half. And that shot was no good. Rebounded by Elsberry, but not enough time to get anything on the shot. And that is the end of the first half. The score is Van Far Indians 30, Elsberry Indians 22. We'll be back for the second half.
The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay. Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
You know, the people pulling the strings are hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and with the decision maker at our community bank, which is what banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird looks showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Elsberry Democrat. Log on to www.elsberrydemocrat.com today.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
Okay, we are back. Get ready to start the second half of this ball game. First quarter was a very, very even quarter. I didn't write down what the exact score was, but I think it was like within a point or two. But in the second half, in my opinion, Elsberry got kind of sloppy. And Van Far took an 8-point lead. Elsberry has the ball to begin the second half. Jake Reimel with the ball. He's playing with 3 fouls. So he's got to be really careful. There's Gary Kill down underneath. Puts the ball up, and it's good. Van Far down. They're got it at the top of the key. Out to the outside, comes in for a 10-point shot. 10-foot shot. Right underneath Verlin Johnson. He has a tendency, he knows how to be right underneath and get the ball and take it up. And there was a foul on Colin Wilburn. All right, Derek Taylor with the ball on the outside. Jake Reimel now. And the ball out about 25 feet or so. Wow, that ball was almost thrown away. Derek Taylor up. That pass was thrown away. And that foul was on Cody Thornhill. He goes to the line with 2 shots. That's Sam Middletown at the free throw line for Van Far. First one is up and bounces out. Second shot is up and it's good. And with that, Van Far takes a 9-point lead, 33-24. Elsberry with the ball out of bounds. Van Far with the press. There's Hunter Grills going in with it. Couldn't find a thing. Took it back out to Garrick Hill, and he got it over to Derek Taylor. Back out to Garrick Hill. There's Jake Reimel for 3. And it's good. I think that's like his 4th three-pointer tonight. Takes it back to a 6-point deficit for Elsberry. Right underneath who we got the foul on. Okay, that foul is on Trevor Anthony. That's his 2nd. So that's 3 on Reimel, 2 on Anthony. Joel Mound getting ready to come back in the game. First shot is up and it's good. Trey Miller on the line for Van Far. Second shot is good. Van Far back to an 8-point lead. Joel Mound recovered that ball. It was a bad pass, and he was able to jump up high enough. And while he was recovering the ball, he was fouled. That foul's on Verdell Johnson. That's his 2nd. There's Garrick Hill with the ball. Gets it down on the baseline to Jake Reimel, but he takes it right back out to Derek Taylor. And there's Jake Reimel was right underneath, but the ball was knocked out of bounds by Van Far's Colin Wilburn. There's Garrick, has it underneath, and it's in. Good, he's hitting his points from underneath again, starting this second half. Makes it a 6-point lead for Van Far. And there, put the elbow up. That was Verdell Johnson, put the elbow up and was called for an offensive foul. I've seen that all night for both sides, and they were not calling it. And they called 10 seconds on that. Coach Twellman's arguing it, but to no avail. And Van Forest, there they get it on the inside. They are very good at getting that ball on the inside. And long three-point shot resulted in a long rebound. Van Far came up with it. They got it down low and drew the foul. And there's a foul on Garrick Hill. That's his second. First shot is up and rolls in. Second shot is up and it's good. 37-29 Van Far. Well, you can see what happened there. Sloppy pass. Van Far stole the ball, drove it in. Couldn't get the shot, but they did draw the foul on Derek Taylor, and that's his second. So we have Colin Wilburn at the line for two shots. First one hit the inside of the rim and bounced out. Second shot is in. 9-point lead for Van Far. There's Jake Reimel from underneath. He's got the ball and it's up and good. Van Far running the ball back. They're wanting a fast game. And Van Far was called for traveling there. Half the gym was wanting a foul. The other half is happy with the travel. A lot of pressure being put on by Van Far now. But Derek Taylor got that ball up. And the pass was blocked and knocked back into Jake Reimel's hand, and so Van Far's ball. And there was a good baseline drive. That was Caden Wilburn. And look at that. There was Joel Mound, took it all the way. And Garrick Hill stole that ball. He gets it over to Trevor Anthony, in for the 2 points. 5-point deficit now for Elsberry. 3:12 left in the third quarter. This game has picked up in intensity. And I got to say, I really don't believe that foul. I don't believe that call at all. Mark Hill was, or Mark, that's his grandfather. Garrick Hill was standing there, had his place. The other player ran into him, and they called a foul on Hill. Now, these referees can't get them right all the time. Meanwhile, Van Far has the ball on the outside. Now, that foul was called against Van Far. So, Elsberry's ball to go to the length of the court. All right, a lot of controversy there on who that ball went off of. They finally decided it went off of Van Far, so Jake Reimel's going to be throwing it in. And that pass got bounced around a lot. It finally ended up going off of Garrick Hill's hand, and Van Far's ball with a 5-point lead. Trevor Anthony broke that pass up. It was coming down low on the baseline. And we have Bo Henry going in for Garrick Hill. Ball's inbounded. And a three-pointer, and it's good for Van Far. That was Caden Wilburn with 3. Van Far still has the press going on. Derek Taylor bringing it up. Very ill-advised pass there. Another 2 points. 10-point lead for Van Far over Elsberry. 2:02 remaining in the third quarter. 45-35 Van Far. Let's take a break.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Okay, we are back. This gymnasium is definitely electrified at this time. I can't imagine what it's going to turn into in the fourth quarter. Joel Mount has the ball. A little bit of hesitancy about getting the ball up there. Miscommunication there. Bo Henry should have had that ball and in for an easy 2, but he didn't see it coming to him. And there's a foul on Trevor Anthony. That's his 3rd. So Elsberry's in a bit of a foul problems. Thought he was going to pull up for 3 points. Here's the 3-point attempt. No good. Bo Henry let the ball go, but they're saying it touched him. A lot of controversial calls on these referees tonight. But you get that on a relatively close game. And this game is closer than the 10-point spread makes it seem. And there was a layup by Van Far. Once again, a sloppy passing. In the meantime, first shot is good. That is Caden Wilburn on the line. That last foul was on Derek Taylor. It's his 3rd. Second shot was no good. Rolled out. Bo Henry with the rebound. Jake Reimel on the perimeter. Derek Taylor with it. Here's Garrick Hill down underneath, puts the ball up, and it's good. Cuts it to 11-point lead for Van Far. And the bald referee just called a technical on Coach Twellman. That's putting Caden Wilburn on the line. First shot is no good. Second shot is good. That gives Van Far a 12-point lead and the ball. There was Van Far with a very good play, put the ball right down. Van Far stole the ball again. And there's another non-foul called on Garrick Hill. That's his fourth foul of the game. Still 15 seconds left in the third quarter. First shot is up and it's no good. Second shot is up and it is good. Makes the score 52-37. Favor of Van Far Indians. 15 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Ball stolen by Van Far, another 2 points. Here's Jake Reimel with the ball going in. Ball would not drop. That is the end of the third quarter. The score, Van Far 54 and Elsberry 37. Let's take a break.
At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com. Hi, my name is Jerry Callahan, pharmacist and owner of the medicine shops in Troy and Elsberry Pharmacy. We strive every day to bring better service, better value, and better health care to our friends in our communities. We want to say thank you for your support, and we're proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
And we are back for the final quarter of this ball game. 8 minutes to go, 54-37, Van Far over Elsberry. The story of this game, in my opinion, has been more the Elsberry sloppiness than it has anything else. I think there's been some bad calls, but I don't think that's the story of the game. But that's just my humble opinion. There's the ball underneath and blocked big time by Trevor Anthony. So Van Far gets the ball out of bounds underneath their own basket. Here's a three-point attempt, no good, but he gets his own rebound. Kick it back out. And they called a traveling that time. And here's Garrick Hill coming back in with 4 fouls. Derek Taylor picked up his dribble. Here's Jake Reimel going on in, and the ball would not drop. But the rebound comes to Garrick Hill, and his shot is blocked. So Elsberry gets the ball underneath. There's Trevor Anthony with a 3-point. Nothing there. Jake Reimel saved it. It went into a Van Far player, and he stepped on the line. So it's Elsberry's ball under the basket. Got it into Trevor Anthony, and his shot would not drop, and he twisted his ankle, and he's down. He is up and walking, though. That's good to see. Meanwhile, we have Bo Henry coming in for Trevor Anthony. Van Far's ball on the sideline. And there was Hunter Grills with a very aggressive play, but unfortunately, he fouled him. And with the double bonus, that puts Caden Wilburn on the line for 2 shots. First shot is up and good. Second shot is up and it is good. Jake Reimel tried to pass and it went off Van Far's foot. Stays with Elsberry. And a ball stolen in the backcourt by Van Far, put it up for 2 points. That has happened way too many times tonight. Jake Reimel driving on in, and it would not drop. Van Far able to get it down underneath, wouldn't drop it. They did get the rebound. And Bo Henry is up with that. He's up with the rebound and draws a foul. And since they do not have a bonus, that's only 5 team fouls on Van Far. They've played a very clean second half, while they've been pulling out to a 21-point lead, 58-37. Too many of these passes have been intercepted. There's Trevor Anthony underneath, drove the baseline and got the 2 points. What is this call? Don't know what that call was. It was offensive, and it was on Trey Miller. That's his 3rd. Trevor Anthony with the ball. Got it out to Jake Reimel. 3 points. Well, there's nothing even to call there. That was 4 or 5 offensive rebounds in a row. They just were able to shoot unimpeded until they got the basket. I guess it didn't help that Garrick Hill's in there playing with 4 fouls. Here's another three-pointer by Jake Reimel, and it's no good. Rebound to Van Farr. Here's a long three-pointer, and it is good. Caden Wilburn for Van Farr. And Van Farr has backed off on their press. And now we have Derek Taylor coming off. Looks like a cramp in his leg. So unfortunately, we're seeing some injuries to some Elsberry players. And he's sitting down there in quite a bit of pain. Meantime, Jake Reimel runs in. His shot is blocked from the baseline, but it stays with Elsberry. Get the ball in to Garrick Hill. He drives in the baseline, puts the ball up, and he is slammed and does not get the call. Van Farr is up underneath, and they get the 2 points. And there was a foul on Verdell Johnson. Be his 4th, I think. Yes, it is. 7 fouls, so that puts Jack St. Pierre to the line with a 1-and-1. Derek Taylor looks as though his cramps are going away. First shot is up and no good. And Van Farr gets that rebound. And Verlin Johnson was able to just drive that right in, gets the 2 points. Hunter Grills on the outside, about 5 feet above the top of the key. And here's Garrick Hill going right in and 2 points. And there's Verlin Johnson once again, virtually unimpeded. Timeout is called by Elsberry. Let's take a break.
At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We have numerous programs to help your wallet as well as save precious time. Save money with our RX Savings Club program, and you can save time with our medication synchronization program, where we fill your prescriptions at the same time each month. We also offer our medication adherence program to help you remember to take your medications on time as prescribed by your doctor. Better value, better service, better health care. Locally owned and operated, and proud to be your local independent pharmacy in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
And we are back. 3 minutes remaining in this game. Score is 69-44 in favor of Van Farr. Ball's out of bounds to Elsberry. There's Joel Mound bringing it up. And he's going to drive on in, and his shot was blocked. And Van Farr on a fast break. They had to pull it up. And they're getting all the offensive rebounds, every one of them. They just keep shooting until they get a basket. Hunter Grills with the ball, 5 feet out from the top of the key. Here's Jack St. Pierre running around. There was another ill-advised pass. And once again, there was 4 offensive rebounds in a row. They finally pull it back out again. Van Far with the ball. And Joel Mount stole the ball, but it was taken right back from him. 1.5 minutes remaining in the game. 71-44, Van Far over Elsberry. And timeout called by Van Far. Take a quick break here.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world. But here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And we're back for the final 1 minute, 23 seconds of this game. Score is 71-44, Van Far over Elsberry. Van Far gets it in. Takes it around in the perimeter, but they'll find somebody up. Ball is stolen by Hunter Grills, but he passes it right into a Van Far player who puts the basket up, 2 points, and a foul. First shot is up, and it's good. Elsberry brings it up the court. 74-44. There's Hunter Grills for 3. About 6 inches short. Van Far slows it down. They're just going to, 37 seconds remaining, they're just going to pitch it around. They're not going for more points. They're just going to run out the clock. "20 seconds. Not much to say right here. Under 10 seconds. And they just hold on to the ball. And there's the buzzer. Final score, 74-44. Van Far Indians over the Elsberry Indians. That sets us up to for Saturday, where the 5 and 6 Elsberry Indians will be playing the, well, I don't have their record, the number 4 seeded Winfield team. The number 2 seeded Elsberry will be playing the number 4 seed Winfield. That game will be 5:30 Saturday. So listen in here, and I'll be on the air a little before 5:30. And that puts Van Far in the championship game against Monroe City. That'll be 7 o'clock Saturday. And I don't have any results from what happened over in the old gym tonight, so I don't know who won between Clopton and Silex and Wright City in Louisiana. But what happened here was Elsberry got beat 74-44. and puts them in the third place game against, and I'm looking at the girls bracket again. Get that all messed up. 74-44. So, for the boys' side, until Saturday afternoon at 5:30, Winfield versus Elsberry. I'll be back again tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock for the Elsberry Lady Indians versus the Van Far Lady Indians. That, again, should be a very good game. So, until then, this is Kenny Masterson for the Elsberry Sports Network, brought to you by the Elsberry Democrat. Did I say the Elsberry Sports? The Indian Sports Network. No matter what I said, it's the Indian Sports Network, brought to you by the Elsberry Democrat. This is Kenny Masterson saying good night until tomorrow night.